All right, we're going to some breaking news now out of Lebanon. An Israeli strike on the southern city of Sidon has killed at least 11 people. The strike targeted a Palestinian refugee camp. The Israeli military says that it struck members of Hamas who were operating there. We're going to go to Al Jazeera's Zeina, who joins us on the phone from Beirut. And Zeina, what more can you tell us?
Well, according to the Lebanese Health Ministry, up to 11 people have been killed in this strike. The Israeli army confirming that it was responsible, claiming that it targeted a training compound that was operated by Hamas. What we understand is that there was a large explosion very close to a mosque in this refugee camp, a very crowded camp. Tens of thousands of people live in this camp. We do not know whether or not there was a high-value target, whether a top-ranking commander was killed or was the target, because the victims have still to be identified. Now, this is the second time that the Israeli army has hit inside al-Hilweh camp ever since the current conflict between Israel and Hezbollah began in October 2023. The last time they hit the camp was a year ago, October 2024. Back then, the apparent target was our top commander of the Al-Aqsa brigades. The Israeli military has been targeting Palestinian officials, commanders, along with Hezbollah commanders and members of the group for 2 years now, despite the ceasefire that came into force in November last year. In fact, earlier today, there were two drone strikes in the south of the country, 2 people killed. So this is really a near daily occurrence, which continues to happen despite the ceasefire, but against the backdrop of rising tensions, with Israel claiming that Hezbollah is rearming and that Palestinian groups in Lebanon are continuing to operate, and they threaten its security.
Zeina, you mentioned there the ceasefire. Give us some background to that, because as you mentioned, it has also been a near daily occurrence that that Lebanon has been bombed or that there has been an attack from Israel.
Yes, that ceasefire came into force in November 2024. It really put an end to, it was supposed to put an end to more than a year of hostilities, and just before that the truce was agreed, Israel launched a wide-scale bombing campaign in areas where Hezbollah has influence, where Hezbollah supporters live. Now, that ceasefire was supposed to stop these Israeli attacks and ensure that Israel withdraws from Lebanese territory. Those attacks continue. Israel continues to occupy positions within Lebanese territory along the border up to 10 square kilometers. They have enforced buffer zones along the border. And it says that it will not withdraw, it will not stop these attacks unless Hezbollah fully disarms. Hezbollah says the ceasefire calls on it to pull back from the border, but not fully disarm. So tensions are on the rise. This strike in a very crowded camp, we call it a refugee camp, but in reality, it is a built-up area where tens of thousands of people live. And people in Lebanon are growing concerned because of these attacks, the frequency of these attacks in recent weeks.
Zeina, thank you very much. Joining us on the phone from Beirut with the breaking news of an Israeli strike in Lebanon.